Hey guys, this is my dad. I had my mom on, and they keep score, so I had to have him on too. You gonna talk over me? Welcome to Garbage Time. I'm Katie Nolan. You have now met my parents. Happy NHL and NBA playoff season. If you're missing a game to watch this right now, you made the right choice. They'll be on for the next 4 months. I've realistically got like a few more weeks. We have a lot to do tonight. Anthony Anderson from Blackish stops by to relive his Hang Time glory days. Remember that show? The NFL has a top secret job listing you'll need to apply to. And of course, I'll crown this week's Garbage Time Hero of the Week. But first, let's take a look back at the week in sports. New sound effect. Aaron Hernandez was found guilty of first-degree murder and will face a mandatory sentence of life in prison. The NFL has announced they will suspend him for 2 games. Scientists have observed female chimpanzees using spears to hunt, behavior typically exhibited only by males, leading them to believe their gender roles are shifting. But they will still only receive 70% of a banana for their work. Are we like the leading monkey news show? Garbage Time? This is a monkey time. A skateboarding taco, back to hard-hitting news, a skateboarding taco was hit by a car in New York City this week. Let's take a look. Idiot. Unable to apprehend a suspect, police classified it as an open case, a dia. The Cleveland Browns are reportedly considering trading up for Marcus Mariota because they're 90% done with Johnny Manziel. 90%, or as Manziel calls it, 180 proof. At halftime of the last game of the season, a Knicks fan hit a half-court shot to win $10,000. Knicks fans were shocked to see that a large sum of money could entice someone to make a shot. Adrian Peterson was reinstated by the NFL this week, and despite his ongoing legal troubles, it's very likely we'll see him play next season. But it seems the NFL is getting ahead of potential future legal troubles. On their website, the NFL put up a job posting for a director of investigations. This is 100% real. I encourage you to Google it. Some of the qualifications they're looking for: 10 years of law experience, demonstrated expertise with financial crimes, crimes of violence, gambling offenses, weapons offenses, and drug and alcohol-related offenses. And that's just a few. The rest are detailed in this official recruiting video. Okay, sounds great. Bye-bye. Hello. Thank you for your interest in applying for the NFL's Director of Investigations position. We here at the NFL take corporate culture very seriously. In order to be considered for the position, please make sure that you have most, if not all, of the following: expertise in Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, exceptional organizational skills, familiarity with current social media and its usage, proven track record as a strong communicator, demonstrated expertise in conducting complex and varied criminal investigations, strong background in intelligence gathering, must be able to deal effectively with different types of people. Please note that this role requires long periods of standing, climbing stairs, and walking. So if you think you'd be a good fit, or just a really good scapegoat, apply now. You can find the job posting on our Twitter page. Be sure to apply and tell Goodell I sent you. And lastly, the Boston Marathon takes place tomorrow, but one runner won't be there.
We begin with breaking news. The women's Go St. Louis Marathon winner is a fake.
Marathon organizers say she never even ran the race.
We found the real winner, Andrea Carl, starting the race in this video. She's the one in orange near the middle of your screen.
The blonde woman right there with the We drew a circle around her. It's the one that's inside the circle and not any of the other people who are darkened on the outside of the circle. Are you still not seeing her? She's right there. With all the technology marathons have incorporated over the years, though, how can you still cheat? How did this woman pull this off?
She's not wearing her bib in the proper place. It was hidden under her shirt on her shorts. Race officials couldn't find any electronic markers for Schlur, and no one seemed to recall seeing her on the race course. She told race officials that she removed the magnetic tag so her times would not be recorded, a violation of race protocol.
And yet, we celebrated her anyway, for some reason. Even after all that, she said she won, so we believed her. Man, we are stupid. As strange as this story is, though, it gives us a chance to take a look back at some of the more ridiculous cheating scandals that have plagued the marathon running world over the years. We all know the story, right, of Rosie Ruiz, the infamous 1980 Boston Marathon cheat, who joined the race at the last half mile and was crowned the winner. During a post-race interview, Rosie, looking rather not sweaty, responded to a reporter who asked if she had trained with lots of heavy intervals by saying, "I'm not sure what intervals are." And in the 35 years since, there have been plenty of others.
The female winner of this weekend's Chickamauga Battlefield Marathon has been disqualified.
They say it's how fast she completed the last leg of the race that made them look into it further. The first half timed out at about 2 hours and 6 minutes. But the timing chip shows Hamilton ran the remaining half in less than 50 minutes.
Easy there, Prefontaine. You don't have to obey the laws of the race, but you do have to obey the laws of physics. And don't think Americans are the only ones. One runner in Scotland's Kielder Marathon found one of his competitors cheating in a rather interesting way.
Witnesses have come forward and state that they did see Mr. Sloan get on a bus, get off a bus, and then run the last part of a mile into the finishing line.
Now, if you're wondering how a sweaty, smelly man didn't stick out like a sore thumb on the bus, well then, you've never ridden a public bus. All of this begs the question, why? Why are you cheating at the marathon? When you think about it, you're only competing against yourself. I mean, maybe you're really into leafy headbands, but even then, just go to Coachella. I think it's because the only real appeal of running a marathon is that you get to tell everyone you know that you ran a marathon. Because on a purely practical level, running 26 miles became a pretty useless skill as soon as we invented cars. But telling people you ran a marathon, that's useful because it earns you respect. It makes you look dedicated and it makes them feel lazy and fat and gross. So if you can find a way to skip the actual running and just get to the part where people are forced to respect you, why wouldn't you? Or if you want to do some of the running, that's fine too. Just make sure you tell people it took less time than it actually did. It's not like they'll ever find out.
You said that you had run a 2-hour and 50-something marathon. It turned out that, of course, it was actually over 4 hours. How did you make that mistake?
It was an honest mistake. I was 20 years old. I hurt my back when I was about 23 or 24 and I had to quit running. I ran an ordinary race and I thought the answer I gave was an ordinary time. Obviously it wasn't.
Obviously. And I mean, you hurt your back, so you couldn't possibly know what time you ran in a marathon? I think we can all agree that with all this cheating and lying and cutting corners, marathons are just not worth it. Unless it's a bar rescue marathon, then sign me up. Coming up, Jameis Winston. We just talk about him, he's not actually here, sorry about that. It's hard to believe, but somehow we're still 2 weeks away from the NFL draft. This year, potential top picks Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota do not plan on attending for personal reasons. Personally, I can't blame them for trying to avoid that awkward hug with Roger Goodell. But is the draft losing its luster for rookies? Joining me today is staff writer for SI and Monday Morning Quarterback, Robert Klemko. Hello, Robert.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. What do you think? Is it a huge deal that Jameis and Marcus are probably not going to the draft?
It's not a big deal to me. I can't imagine it's a big deal to the casual fan. The people that seem most upset about it are the broadcast partners of the NFL.
Shocking. They're upset that the stars aren't coming.
You'll see ESPN's most loyal columnist slamming the guy, and there's already been some of that. Really, the only thing that they lose is just that star power of the broadcast, but I don't think it says anything about these guys as individuals or anything negative that they don't want to show.
It says nothing.
Yeah.
To me, personally, speaking on no expertise, it says nothing about them.
Yeah.
They want to find out at home with their families. And they're going to have cameras there, right? Don't they always require you to have your reaction shot?
Both will let in the cameras.
So what I don't understand is how would it even affect the broadcast?
I guess that green room drama, watching Aaron Rodgers slide and just being able to zoom in HD on him sweat, like that kind of made the draft super popular in a way because of that drama. So you're not going to get that from the, the living room broadcast.
Do you think this is like Because the last time that a top pick wasn't at the draft was in 1994. Is this going to be a bit of like a pushback, you think, from stars coming up through the draft in years to come, where they're like, we're not participating in your money grab, NFL. We're going to stay home and with our families?
I think the NFL will do everything it can to give some incentive to it and to make the guys want to come. Yeah. Well,
to basically force them to go.
Can't force them yet because they're not employees.
Right.
But if there's more of a reason to go in terms of like the money that you can make doing it, because they're not paying them to come to the draft.
Right.
Then maybe they'll be able to get some of these top guys.
Is there any incentive right now for them to come?
Well, I think if you're Winston and you're absolutely sure that you're going to be the #1 pick and there's not going to be, you know, human rights groups or you know, outside protesting that you've never been convicted of a crime against women, then maybe you show up.
So you think partially it's like a safety issue of stay home so as not to create more headlines.
Right, and that's the way it is for Jameis, and I think for Mariota, he knows that he can slide, and if you were given the choice, would you rather be in Chicago for a weekend or Hawaii?
Home. Also, if I'm not getting picked, I'd rather a camera not be constantly zooming in on me to see how uncomfortable I am that I haven't gotten picked yet. Like, of course they don't go.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just feel like I've seen fans say they would be upset. Like if you're a Tampa Bay fan and Winston isn't there and they pick him, that fans are like, he's not dedicated.
Well, part of the allure of New York was that a lot of these guys had never been to New York. But like, you know, you've never been to Chicago, whatever.
Like, I'll go to Chicago eventually.
Right.
I'll have to go for some reason.
We'll play them, I guess.
Maybe. Hopefully not. Let's steer a little bit, because I know you've been spending time at pro days. And this is something really interesting for me, because I've obviously never been to a pro day. You have hours of tape on Jameis Winston, on multiple players. What's the point? How much more do you really need to get from a pro day?
Well, there's a few things that different coaches approach it. I mean, obviously this has all grown so much in the past. Like when the draft started, you got the film on the guy, you picked a name, and then you gave him a call, and that was the first time you talked to him. But, you know, they're trying to increase the hit rate on guys, so they'll go to a pro day to run them through position-specific drills that only they do at their team. They'll go to meet like the janitor who works at the football building to see like how Jameis Winston treated that guy, because they want to know how you treat the little people. They want to know how you treat the little people. That says a lot about your character, right?
Sure, but he's in college.
Right.
Like, I probably treated little people. You don't know. You're not you in college. It just seems like such a... They talk to 75 people that he knows or something. I don't know 75 people.
What's amazing is that the Browns went through all of this, spent hundreds of thousands of dollars, and picked a guy who ended up in rehab 9 months later.
Yeah. So doesn't that sort of expose it all as just a huge waste of money?
Well, I think teams, once they like a guy's film, they're able to convince themselves that they love a guy's personality.
That's true.
And so if you don't have independent, strong personalities in your war room saying, do not pick this guy, or, you know, some QB coach standing on the table for Tom Brady in the 6th round saying, we need this guy right here, which is what happened in New England. If you don't have that, then, you know, you're going to make mistakes.
I guess we'll have to see what happens. Thank you for being with us and
Thanks
for chatting with me. We'll be back in a minute, so don't go anywhere. But not, well, you, Robert, you should leave.
Okay.
Hi, how are you? This week, comedian and actor Anthony Anderson took a break from being in, well, just about everything to hang out with me and talk sports. Check it out. Excuse me, sir, you're actually in my seat. If you could.
Actually, oh.
Yeah, sorry.
No problem. Oh, and you brought vodka, too.
Yeah,
cheers.
Cheers.
I'm Anthony.
I'm Katie.
Nice to meet you, Katie.
Nice to meet you. You look like that guy that was in the show I watched when I was a kid.
Oh, you know, I get that a lot.
Is it okay if we talk about hang time? Because I loved hang time.
So did I.
It was so great.
It was.
You shaped so many people that are now you shaped our lives.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my shape. That I was in.
Well, your shape
it was round.
Fantastic.
It was round.
You
like
played
the
on the basketball team.
Like the basketball we played. Yes.
You had so many NBA guest stars on that show.
Every week we had an NBA guest star and WNBA guest star.
Yeah. I am going to name an NBA star.
Okay.
And you'll tell me if they were on hang time.
Okay.
Big Country Bryant Reeves.
Not while I was there.
No. Glenn Big Dog Robinson.
Yes.
Sean Kemp.
Sean Kemp, no.
Muggsy Bogues.
Yep.
You're doing really well at this game.
You're asking me about my life. I know all about that.
David Robinson.
Nope.
Sharif Abdur-Rahim.
Yep.
Kobe Bryant.
Of course. I actually got him on the show for the network.
Tell me the story.
He was a rookie. He happened to be on one of the other sound stages with Derek Fisher. And I was like, Kobe, they want you to be on my show, man. Think you can do it? He said, yeah. So I said, come down to the production office. He came down to the production office. He called his mom, who was handling his affairs at the time.
Oh, my goodness.
And she agreed to have him on the show. He was on the show the next week.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So it was all you.
It was all me. Now Kobe doesn't even speak to me.
Kobe.
Don't know what that's about.
Pick
Come
up
on.
the phone, Kobe.
Come on, big dog.
Give him a call, Kobe.
We go back. And he signed his sneaker. Back then he was wearing Adidas, so I have a pair of Adidas shoes that Kobe signed his rookie year.
Sell them.
Nope.
If he won't call you back,
I
just
played in
sell
them.
them. Oh, wow. Did it help?
No. I played in them with the signature across them and everything. They called me foolish.
But I don't think you're supposed to do that.
Well, I didn't think he was supposed to 86 me out of his life once I made him a star.
You hosted the dunk contest this year.
Yes, I did.
That's awesome.
Yes, it is.
Did you have fun?
I did. And I might add that the ratings were up 20%.
20%?
20% with me as the host this year.
Do you do that for all the shows you appear on?
Every show that I appear on, they get a spike.
Thank you.
They get a spike.
We need it.
All right, got you.
How do we fix the dunk contest?
I think we need to go back to its glory days, which is what we did this year. You know, there were no accoutrement, nobody's jumping over any cars, no choirs singing, background music, nobody rapping. Everybody it was all about the dunk.
See, I think we just hard right turn the other way.
Well, we do.
Bring in trampolines.
Okay.
Light
Trampolines.
things on fire.
Light things on fire.
Introduce live animals. What could go wrong? Lots.
Nothing.
That's
Nothing.
why we tune in.
Okay.
And if you miss a dunk, you have to eat a moth.
Have you ever eaten a moth?
No, have you?
It stick to the roof of your mouth.
I pictured that it would.
It does.
Can you explain to the people what the Brownie Cup is?
Oh, well, the Brownie Cup is a golf tournament between George Lopez, myself, and Don Cheadle, and another friend. The four of us play. One of the four of us has glaucoma, so they're able to get a doctor's prescription.
For marijuana.
But I don't know what it is. It's just a prescription for glaucoma aid. And we play. The first 9 holes sober.
Right.
And the person who has the prescription for that glaucoma aid administers that aid to all of us.
In brownies.
In brownie form.
Right.
And we have 2 shots of tequila, and we play the back 9 and count every stroke.
Did it enhance your performance? I mean, you've done it.
It altered it.
Yeah.
It altered it. Wait a minute, hold on, wait. What? I'm coming! I'm coming! I'll be that! No, I'm gonna stay with you.
You're gonna stay with me?
Nope, I lied. Here I come!
That's it, Anderson. You're 86 from my life. Up next, an excess of sports graphics and the garbage time hero of the week. But I need to take a break first. My glaucoma needs aiding. Welcome back to Garbage Time. ESPN recently introduced the brand new K-Zone Live, a virtual strike zone that will be on screen for every single pitch in every single baseball game on the network this season. Viewer feedback online, shockingly, mostly negative, with fans saying we've reached a point of sports graphics overkill. But to get some opinions on this from real people, not internet people, we asked New Yorkers on the street how they feel about virtual graphics, stats, scrolls, and sidebars slowly taking over their screens.
Sometimes it's helpful, but sometimes it's distracting.
I think if you're having the strike zone on the field, I think that's maximum, if not too much.
It's a little distracting.
It's informative.
I think that it's helpful. As a designer, I really appreciate the presentation of information at the same time as watching the game.
The one scroller seems to be enough. It's got the scores, the important information. More than that, you start bumping the picture out of the screen and losing what you're watching.
You have your main focus on what you're watching on your program, and then your secondary focus on the bottom. There's no tertiary focus, I don't think, in that situation.
I like when they put up the obscure stats, like the per game or the recent performances of players.
It may be cool for others, but me, I wouldn't particularly pay attention to that.
Too much buildup.
Yeah, too much blockage.
Watching baseball, I like to see those little stats, miles per hour, pitch count.
Sometimes it's just distracting because you see stuff that you really don't care about.
Strategically placing the information is really important.
Keep it simple, keep it clean, guys.
And finally, it's time, of course, for our Garbage Time Hero of the Week. This week, it's this guy.
Well, it's so windy that hats are being blown off, and this fella obviously paid a lot of money for that hat because he's got into the water to go and get it. And is he going to be able to get out? That's the big question. Can he do it? He almost fell over going in. Whoa, now he's going to... What's he lost now? Oh, he's lost his beer. He's going to have to go back to get that. That's pretty valuable. Has he managed to get out? Oh, yes.
And by this guy, I obviously mean the announcers, not the guy who thinks a hat is more important than a beer. Excellent play-by-play coverage. Cheers to you guys. If you cheers with the beer that's floating in the water hazard. That's it, everybody. Time to go. Your DVR is telling me to wrap it up. Don't forget, send me questions on Twitter, Facebook, or email. I'll answer them on Junk Mail, which airs Wednesdays on my YouTube channel, where you can also find digital exclusives and extras from the show. This very episode that you've already watched will be posted online tomorrow at foxsports.com/garbagetime and YouTube as well, just in case you want to watch it again. And if you tweet nice things about our show, I'll smile out loud. Just for you. Big thanks to Anthony and Robert. See you guys next week. Same time, same place, same